Business is hard. It's hard. It's hard to grow a business. It's hard to start a business and stay in business when most businesses fail. Today, I'm going to give those of you who are looking to start a business or you own a business now a little bit of a kick in the butt. I'm going to acknowledge how hard business is. I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why business is so hard. And one of these reasons is probably hitting you right now. And I'm going to tell you how to persist through these 5 main reasons that people hit with when they are in business, okay? You know, the whole world, when you start a business or you're in a business right now, the whole world's going one way. And sometimes it feels like we need to grab the world and shift it the other way, that nobody is listening or wanting to interact with our business or even acknowledging that we're in business. Business is tough. It is hard. But today, I'm going to provide some solutions to get you out of this funk that you're in. And if you like today's video, please hit like and subscribe. Okay, so 5 reasons why it's hard and why we need to stop giving up. Number 1, business is hard because you didn't plan for the bumpy waves. You own the ship. You are the sailor of your business, okay? You didn't plan for these bumpy waves. You need to understand that business will always have profits. My businesses, every week, all I deal with is problems. Something always comes up. Something major comes up almost every month. Oh, shoot. We got to drop everything and acknowledge that and get that fixed so we can keep moving forward. Business is nothing but solving problems, especially when your business starts running without you. Like my business is now, I have to deal with problems all the time. I'm the problem guy because I'm the last stop, right? And until I scale my business past a certain degree, then I'll be able to send those problems to somebody else, and I'll only deal with the massive problems. But you need to understand that there will be problems in your business. There will be complications. There will be bumpy waves. There'll be unforeseen expenses. You need to have money saved and be prepared mentally to go into this fight. So many people have one thing happen to them at the beginning of their business, and they're like, oh, I'm done. If that didn't happen, I would have been successful. No, you wouldn't have. The next thing that punched you in the face would have knocked you out of the ring in this thing we call entrepreneurship. So you need to understand, hey, I am going to get punched and I'm ready to be punched. The best thing you can do is financially prepare. Money, the comfortability of having it set aside. I saved up 9 months of expenses before I started my business over 5 years ago. And when we had an unforeseen expense, yes, it was a little bit bumpy, but we were able to persist through it. Speaking of persist, number 2, business is hard because you don't know how to persist. You keep giving up. Being an entrepreneurship, being a business owner is about persistence. That means holding on when most people let go. Half of being successful in business is sticking around and staying there and showing up every day, laying a brick with the same tenacity, the same positivity, the same explosiveness that you did last week, yesterday, whatever. You're laying the brick every day. Persistence. Persistence is cold calling companies to interact with your business when every single person keeps saying no. I made over 4,000 cold calls my first year in business, and it produced a ton of revenue for us. But what a lot of people don't understand is most of those 4,000 calls produced nothing. But somebody saying, don't ever freaking call me again. Stop freaking calling me. Hey, buzz off. How many people said no to me? Man, I would be ashamed of myself if I didn't persist through that. If I didn't hold on instead of giving up. Talk to people, and I said, you know, in your business, not every business, your business, you're 1,000 cold calls away from being what you want to be in business. Do you know that? Okay. They reach back out to me. Business is rough, man. I don't know if I have the right idea. I think I need to switch businesses. How many cold calls you made? 50. You know you're 1,000 away. You didn't even put it in. You didn't even give yourself a shot. You don't believe in what you're doing. You're trying to find the easy way when there is no easy way in business. There is only the hard way. You need to get tough and persist through. Number 3, a lot of people do this. I see this. The reason they quit and the reason they think business is hard is because you think success in business looks like what you see on Instagram. You see people pulling up in Lamborghinis, big houses that they rented out, Lamborghinis that they rented, fancy clothes, fancy watches. That you see all this flashy stuff, but you never see people talking about how hard business is. Because most of those people are in the entertainment industry. They are sharing the success, perceived success, Wolf of Wall Street success of business that most 99.9% of people who are successful in business, they do not act like that. They do not interact like that. I could drive whatever car I want. I don't. I drive a Honda CR-V. You know why? Because it's dirt cheap and it does what it needs to do. Why would I drive a $3,000 a month car when I could put that in an investment and that investment is over $3 million in 20 to 30 years? That's stupid. Most people don't drive Lamborghinis because it's really stupid to do so. So stop thinking, man, my business, we turned a profit. This is what you're thinking. Oh, my business, we did $200,000 in profit this year. Man, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get my Mercedes or Lamborghini someday. Are you stupid? Do you not understand that that is a massive success, that you've turned a profit in business, that you're successful in business, that you have had success, that most people didn't persist. They dropped. They let their hands down. They quit. Not you. You didn't quit. You kept going. But no, you don't see what you see on Instagram. You don't see your yacht yet. You don't see all that. Why are you upset? Maybe you need to lower your expectations. Maybe you need to realize the reality of your situation, that you are actually very successful, and you need to stop paying attention to the fake hoopla on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, number 4 is because business is hard because your family doesn't understand what you're going through. This is hard because I know the stress of being a business owner. I own multiple businesses. I understand dealing with that on a weekly basis, dealing with the heaviness of running a business and the problems that come with it, and then having to talk with family and having to realize that your family doesn't care. Your family wants to be with you, and they don't care that Mr. Entrepreneur over here had a rough week. They want to talk about their life, and they want to know more about you, not necessarily your business. So sometimes it's hard because you don't have an outlet. You don't have somebody you can call and brief on whatever you're doing. And a lot of times your family doesn't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that you're going through some struggle. And they might give you the advice to hang it up and quit. So sometimes it doesn't make sense for you to use your family as an outlet. A lot of times I would say, no, don't use your family as an outlet. Find somebody else, find an entrepreneurship community, or find somebody you can talk to, or a video or a YouTube page like this one that you can go to daily to get your mind right, get your information correct, okay? Because your family may not understand, okay? Number 5, business is hard because you have to gain experience to figure it out. Now, let's break that down. You have to gain experience to figure business out. What does that mean, Nate? Well, experience. You have to gain experience. Experience is gained by you doing an action and not getting the right result and having to change your action and tilt what you're doing, tinker with what you're doing, and shift and say, that didn't work. Now we need to do it this way. And now you know in the past, if we're going to do a marketing thing, we got to really watch out for this because this actually doesn't work for our industry. Even though somebody online said it does, it doesn't. This is what will work for us locally. This is what works for us. You're constantly tinkering. In my business, we've had so many different compass changes. We've been like, we're going to cold call. No, that's stupid. Why would we do that? Even though that worked, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay, we're going to shift over here. We need to be here, to here, here. Okay, cool. This is working. Maybe try this over here. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, let's go back. Like that's how business is. Business is you constantly moving and saying, let me try this. Throughout the years that you're in business, you learn experience. You learn what will work and what won't work, and where to push your time, where not to push your time, what might work, what a good chance of or taking a chance on something is. Let's take a risk on this. Maybe this might work. Maybe that's worth it. Maybe it's not. You'll know that by going through and interacting with your business and using creativity and thinking about doing certain things. So somebody who just starts in business, they want to have the game plan. They want to have the blueprint. Hey, what should I do? People ask me that a lot. Like, okay, I'm starting this business. What would you do? Well, it's not what I would do at the beginning. It's what I would do in response to everything I try. Because my response would be, that didn't work. Okay, let's regroup. Let's try this. Let's try this. So you're never going to have the 100% answer in business. You're never going to have what actually needs to be done, what actually is the blueprint. And this is why some people get sucked into franchises, because franchises try to take away the guessing of business. Hey, what do we, well, we have all this mapped out for you. We have every answer you could possibly do. All you need to do is give us money and pay us a fee. Well, why won't they do it if they've got it all figured out? Well, they don't want to do that because they want to take the franchise fee and they didn't want somebody else to take the risk, okay? So that's why I'm not a massive fan of franchises, but I do think they will work for some people. So, business is hard, but you can get through it. You can push through. If you're committed to it and you say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going through, and I'm going to persist through it. I'm going to maybe not get support in certain areas. I know there's going to be problems. I'm prepared for my problems, and I will gain experience by figuring things out and making mistakes, okay? So if you like today's video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.